Momentum can feel reassuring, since a full schedule and constant activity create the impression that something meaningful is happening, and that sense of movement often replaces the need to question whether what you are doing is actually taking you where you want to go. That pull toward constant movement is rarely about productivity alone. It often comes from avoiding the discomfort of choosing a clear direction, because clarity requires commitment, and commitment removes options, which means you can no longer rely on activity to create the feeling of progress. Without direction, effort becomes circular. You stay engaged, you complete tasks, you move from one thing to the next, yet the underlying position remains unchanged, since your actions are not organized around a defined outcome, but around maintaining a sense of motion. Momentum then begins to reinforce whatever pattern you are already in. It strengthens habits, responses, and decisions that feel familiar, even when they are not effective, which is why it is possible to become highly efficient at repeating the same results. Direction changes how effort functions. When you know what you are building, even at a basic level, your attention becomes more selective, and your decisions begin to filter themselves not through urgency, but through relevance, which naturally reduces what is unnecessary without requiring force. This creates a different experience of movement. There is less need to stay occupied and more focus on what actually contributes. And although this may appear slower, it is more stable, since each action supports the same direction instead of competing with it. Clarity also reduces internal conflict. You are no longer dividing your attention between multiple possibilities, and that allows your thinking to become more focused, your responses more consistent, and your actions more aligned with what you have chosen. Direction matters more than momentum, because it determines whether your effort creates change or simply sustains activity. And once that direction is clear, movement becomes intentional rather than automatic.